Hi, my name's James and I work for VMG Technology in MDL Marinas, Shamrock, Quay. Today I'm going to be talking you through how to tie a few knots. So the first knot that I'm going to be showing you is how to tie a bowline. So to start, what we're going to do is we're going to take the line and we're going to make a loop from your right hand to your left hand. And with your left hand and the tail, you're going to pass it through the loop, and then you're going to take the tail back round and then back through the way you came. At that point it's going to look like this, and then you pull them together and that'll make your bowline. It's a great knot for all sorts of different uses, for example connecting sheets to a sail, or if you're trying to moor a boat then you can put them around the cleat as well. The nice thing about bowlines is no matter how much stress or load that they've been under, you can always untie them by just simply breaking the back, feeding a bit of slack through, and then you can just untie it. So the next knot that I'm going to be talking you through is a reef knot. A reef knot is used to join two ropes which have the same diameter. So what we're going to do is first tie an overhand knot. It's important to remember which hand you take round the back first. And what you're going to do is go round the back and an overhand, and then you're going to swap it for the second one and tie an overhand but the other way around. So this time this one is going over the front, pulling it through, and you've got a reef knot. And this is strong for connecting two ropes of the same diameter. So the next knot that I'm going to show you is a round turn with two half hitches. So what you want to do is pass your line through or around the object that you're tying it to, and then you're going to go through again, and this is the round turn part of it. To do the half hitches, we're going to take it round the back of the line and then back through the gap that you've made and pull it. And then we're going to repeat the same, and it's important that you stay the same side and then back through again. And then you pull it through, pull through all the slack, and that's your round turn into half hitches. So now we're going to go outside and we'll show you a few more knots. So now you're joining us outside, and the first thing that I'm going to do is show you how to tie a fender on. So the knot that I'm going to show you is a clove hitch. So what we're going to do is set the fender to the height at which we want it, then hold the line in place. We're going to take the line from the outside and pull it back up. Then we're going to go from the back up through the gap that you've made. That's your clove hitch. To secure that, as I showed you before, we can also put half hitches as well. The next thing I'm going to show you is how to secure a boat to a dock. So we've got our line already connected to the dock, and now we're going to connect it to our midships cleat. The most important thing to bear in mind at the start is we're going to take the line around the back edge of the cleat first. This will hold it secure and mean that there's not too much load on the line as you're trying to tie it. Then we're going to complete the first part of our OXO, which is the O. So we're going to take the line all the way around, and that is now the O. Next, what we're going to do is do the X part. So we're going to take the line over and then over the other way. That is the O and then the X. Finally, we've just got the last O, and that goes once more round the whole way. Then, if you want to add a bit more security to your line, you can add a locking turn, where we'll take the line, put a twist in it, go around the edge of the cleat and pull it tight. That's then your locking turn. The next knot that I'm going to show you is the figure of 8 knot. This has multiple different uses. So, what we're going to do is we're going to take the line with the tail in your right hand. We're going to pass it round the back, over to the front, and then back round the loop that you've made. As you can see, it forms a figure of 8. There's also other uses that you can have. So for example, if you're climbing a mast, it can be used as your safety line. So we're going to take a bit more slack this time, but then we're going to make our figure of 8. In the same way, and there's your figure of 8. Now what we're going to do is if this was, for example, the hook in your harness or your bosun's chair, you're going to pass it through the loop and then you're going to double up on the figure of 8. So you pass it through, following where the tail is going, you pass it through, pull it tight, and then just keep following where it goes. And that will leave you with a doubled up figure of 8, which is now caught around something. To finish this off, we can just add half hitches to the line. That is then completely safe and will hold your body weight if you're going up a mast or if you're trying to connect to something. So the next thing that I'm going to show you is how to tidy up your line when you're done working with it. As I just showed you, we used the cleat before to tie up the boat to the dock. Now I'm going to show you how we're going to get rid of all of this excess line, which will become a trip hazard or get in the way. So the first thing that we're going to do is take the line, and using both hands we're going to stretch the line out, and then taking our right hand we're going to put a twist in the line and pass it back to our left hand. We're then going to repeat this process, making sure that our arms go the same distance each time we make the loop. And then pass it back, and then pass it back. Now, if we're next to somewhere such as the guard wires, a simple and effective way to tidy this up is to pass it over, take the line, and pull it back through. This is now a neat and effective way of tidying up your excess line so that it's not in the way. I hope you found this video useful, and I hope that in the future you enjoy your sailing and enjoy your time out on the water. Thank you.